Miami, Florida. This is the National Football League. We'll see Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Drake May and the New England Patriots.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens.
All right, let's go offense. Let's go.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And good starting field position.
Good return, man. Good return.
About the 35-yard line. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua to throw right away. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it with Achane. And he brings this up to the
1st down.
6, good enough for the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the 1st down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the 1st drive?
To me, it's like the 1st round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On play action, here's Tua. That is caught.
Ooh.
Down, but not before getting this inside the
That was sketchy.
20 yards there on 3rd down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle, Achane. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
3rd down.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Wright. And he's going to have a
1st down
here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 4 yards yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
I was trying to pass it to my running back.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Yeah, I just take 3.
Of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they have 3 first downs and 3 points. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. So out come the Patriots here to get their first shot on offense. They'll be led out by the former Tar Heel, their rookie quarterback from UNC.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week,
Come on, defense.
take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now May on 1st down. He completes it to Henry. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
That's not a good way to start off.
Penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Again, it's Stevenson. He gets away from one. He's still on his feet. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one.
30 inches.
Get them the next time.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. To throw, it's May. Oh, that's into double.
Give me that.
Intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. This 2nd and 4. moves straight ahead with Achane. And he'll get it up here this time.
First down.
21. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Tua.
Ah. Yes, he dropped it. No, it's going to be a disaster.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field that took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 1st down, here's May. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he is going to lose.
2nd and 13.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the 2 of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's May. Going deep for Diggs. Now a battle for the football.
Bro, how did he catch that, bro?
Stephon Diggs high in the air to bring it in. And the Patriots have taken the lead. To try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Miami set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that one incomplete.
Pass interference, number 7.
That might be PI. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one A little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And his throw is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job.
A fight for it, and this is
First down.
It's caught indeed. How about that?
I did not know how he caught that.
17 to pick up the first. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. Third down, showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receivers understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal.
1st and goal.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
I did not know he caught that in the end zone with being double covered.
Dolphins have regained the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
It was 2 defenders on him, bro.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. New England's offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson, and he is met in his
3rd down.
tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. Throwing now, May on 1st down. Short pass caught by Henry. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for New England. 45 yards.
Brandon, that was a nice route that time. Lined him up on the right and worked his way all the way across the formation. One of the toughest because you keep waiting for the ball to be
Second down.
and him to break something off. He goes all the way across the field, right to left for a big play.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, here's May. He's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's
Third down.
Right at the 1. Only 3 yards there. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing here is May. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Patriots will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it for it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A big play
Timeout.
just before halftime. 53 yards. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2 and now on first down. Now
Touchdown.
for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Jalen Waddle with an acrobatic catch. And the Dolphins have yet again retaken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll throw on first down with May. Completes it to Douglas. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw with May. Going deep for Diggs. He's got it inside the 10. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To the air, May. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, May. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle.
It's all
and
good.
That will make this a 4-point game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it, as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And Gibson decides against bringing it out. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding.
Give me that.
50 ball here and it's intercepted.
Thought you could do me like you did last time, Stephon Diggs? No.
Get it back here just past the 35. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Yeah, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
At least I tried.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So the Patriots coming out now. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now May to throw on 2nd down. He's got, now the ball comes loose. And the Dolphins have got it. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
On the move to his left. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he takes it
Second and goal.
about the 2 before going out of bounds. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Achane trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can. But and he is in.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami. Devon Achane punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down to get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Holding offense.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try the left side with Stevenson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Looking to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here now a third down and 8. Douglas, the man in motion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush.
Fourth down.
Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Right back to Achane on second down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
First down.
He's going to have the Dolphins first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Bruh, come on, man.
Well, so much for the first down.
And they coulda, woulda, shoulda had a first down, but my English teacher's not going to be happy with this one. They did not.
They faked the handoff. Now Tua. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. On 1st and 10, it's May. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Mac Hollins from 8 yards out. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends ends with a New England touchdown. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. The drive starts with a run from Achane. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. New England on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time it's 3rd and 3. Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
First down.
He's going to have the Dolphins first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Here's Tua. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Bro, what?
It's Kyle Duggar who gets it. And the Patriots are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's second down. From the shotgun, May with it. And look at
Give me that.
They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
That's what we needed.
And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
I gotta play this smart.
To be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Tua going to throw. Open net is Waddle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. Another catch there for Waddle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On the handoff, it's Achane. And he will get enough for a first down, And that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Throwing Tua. And they'll give this to Achane. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Tua steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now Tua. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now 1st and goal. Here's Tua. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right.
Touchdown.
Takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. So the Patriots now down by a field goal, 24 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls
Incomplete. 3rd and 10.
They took a big shot, just trying to get within sight of field goal range. But that was not to be, and now the task gets more difficult because you're looking at maybe 2 more plays here to give your kicker a chance.
To Henry, and he is out of bounds with a 1st down. A nice gain as well, 22 yards there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some time. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. He'll look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, you have to expect in this situation that the defense is going to be playing the perimeter. They don't want any easy passes out there where someone can grab it and step out of bounds. So that was excellent work there to force the incompletion.
This ball intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.